Crescent, English Course for Yemen, Book 4, Section 1. Section 1.
I'm going to describe 4 things. Look at the pictures in your workbook. Number the pictures in the order in which you hear them. Number 1. It's long and thin. It's made of metal and wood, or metal and plastic. It's usually found in the kitchen. It's very useful, but it can be dangerous. It's used for cutting things. Number 2. They're found in the sea, but you can't eat them. They're worn round the neck, in the ears, or on the fingers. Usually, they're round and white. They're sold in a jeweller's shop. Number 3. It's got an inside part and an outside part. You can open and close it. When it's closed, it lets one thing in and keeps everything else out. You can see it, and you can see through it. It's made of wood and glass, or metal and glass. Number 4. It can fly, but it's not a bird. You can fly it, but you can't fly in it. It's made of different things, wood, metal, plastic, or paper. It's sold in a toy shop, and it's used for fun. If you don't keep it on a string, it will fly away.
Section 2. Section 2.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to play... What's My Job? And the rules are very simple. You want to find a person's job, you can ask any question you like, but the answer must be yes or no. Ready, contestant number 1?
Yes. Do you work outside? No.
Do you work at home?
No. Do you work with other people? Yes. Do you work in an office? No.
Do you make things?
No. Do you wear special clothes? Yes. So you work inside, you work with other people, you wear special clothes. Are these clothes white? Yes.
Do you have anything to do with helping people?
Yes. Are you a nurse? No. No? Oh, are you a doctor? Yes.
Section 3. Section 3.
Messages. Band 1.
Hi, Aziz. This is RF. Tariq asked me to ring you. He wants to know if you can meet him this evening.
This evening? What time?
About 7 o'clock.
Let's see. I'm working in the garden at the moment. Then I have to paint the front door.
How long will that take?
I don't know. Maybe an hour and a half. Listen, if I finish before 7, I'll ring him.
And if you don't?
If I don't finish, I'll see him tomorrow.
Band 2.
Hi, Muna. This is Abla. Sharifa wants to know if you can come round here this afternoon.
This afternoon? I'm not sure. What time?
About 3 o'clock?
Well, I'm washing my hair at the moment. Then I have to help my brother with his homework.
How long will that take?
I don't know. I don't know how much homework he's got. Listen, if I finish before 3, I'll come round.
And if you don't?
If I don't finish, I'll come round on Thursday.
Okay. I'll let Sharifa know.
Section 4. Section 4.
Conversation 1. Band 1.
Are you doing anything this evening?
Yes. I'm going fishing.
Who with?
Nobody. I'm going on my own.
Can I come along?
Sure. See you at 6.
Band 2.
Are you doing anything this evening?
I'm not sure. How about you?
I'm not sure either.
Why don't you come over to my place?
Okay. What'll we do?
We'll think of something. Conversation 2, Band 1.
What's the matter?
I don't feel very well.
Have you been to the doctor?
No, I haven't.
Why not?
I haven't got time to go.
Well, you'd better make time.
I suppose you're right. I will.
Band 2.
What's the matter?
I'm really worried.
What are you worried about?
My sister has to go to hospital.
Oh, no. What's wrong with her?
They don't know.
Don't worry. I'm sure she'll be all right.
I hope so.
Section 5. Section 5. Possibilities. Band 1.
Where would you go if somebody gave you 4 free air tickets? I'd go to Egypt. Who would you go with? I'd go with my parents and brother. What would you do there? I'd visit the Great Pyramids and go sailing on the Nile.
Band 2.
If I could find 2 pieces of wood, I'd tie them to the leg with the bandages. What would you do if you didn't have any bandages? I would use a scarf. If I had matches, I'd make a fire. Then people in the village would see the smoke. What would you do after that?
Section 6. Section 6.
1E. I'm an engineer.
2A. I'm an air hostess.
3B. I'm a booking clerk.
4F. I'm a pilot.
5D. I'm a chef.
6C. I'm a check-in clerk. Section 7. Section 7.
Number 1.
Samira, can you help me, please? Can you get a newspaper or a magazine for the man in seat 17C? I have to get an orange juice for the woman in 22A.
Number 2.
Gulf Air. Sorry, sir, we don't fly to Jeddah on Fridays. Saturday? Yes, sir. We have a flight leaving at 10:30 in the morning, arriving Jeddah at 12:55. I'll check, sir. Yes, sir, we have seats available on that flight. Of course, sir. Could you give me your name, please?
Number 3.
Yusuf, I have to look at the Airbus that's just arrived from Kuwait. The pilot isn't happy. Number 1 engine is giving trouble. Something about an oil leak. Can you carry on here? I'll be back as soon as I can.
Number 4.
Good morning, madam. May I have your ticket, please? Thank you. Is this all your luggage?
Yes.
Smoking or non-smoking?
Non-smoking, please.
This is your boarding card, madam. The flight leaves from gate 7. We'll be calling passengers at 11:10. Have a nice flight.
Thank you.
Number 5. Alpha Foxtrot Charlie 107 to control. Over.
Come in, 107. Over.
We've reached our cruising height of 33,000 feet. I will maintain my present altitude on a course of 235 degrees as instructed. Over.
Roger, 107. Have a good flight. Over and out.
Take over, please, Zuhair. I'm going back to have a word with the passengers.
Okay, Captain. I've got control.
Number 6.
The menu for the morning flight to London is chicken kebab or fried hamur with rice or potatoes. Yusuf, will you prepare the chicken, please? Ali, will you see to the fish dish?
Section 8. Section 8. Ahmed flies to London. IY 742. Buying a ticket. Thursday. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. I'd like a ticket to London, please.
We have a flight on Sunday at 08:15. It arrives in London Gatwick at 1600 hours. And another on...
That's fine. I'll take the Sunday flight.
Checking in. Sunday 0700 hours.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Is this all your luggage, sir?
Yes, just one suitcase and one piece of hand luggage.
Smoking or non-smoking?
Non-smoking, please.
Window or aisle?
I'd like a window seat, please.
Here's your boarding card, sir. Row 16, seat A. Have a pleasant flight.
Thank you.
Boarding the plane. 0800 hours.
Will passengers with seats in rows 14 to 29 please board now?
Choosing lunch. 1200 hours.
What would you like to eat, sir?
I'd like the chicken and some fruit, please.
Would you like tea or coffee?
Coffee, please.
Enjoying the view. 12:30.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is your captain speaking. We are now flying at 33,000 feet, and our speed is 580 miles per hour. As you can see, the weather is fine, and if you are sitting near a window, you will soon have a beautiful view of the mountains of eastern Turkey. In a few minutes, you will see the island of Rhodes. That's all for now. Enjoy your lunch.
Watching the film. 13:15.
Excuse me, sir. Would you mind closing the blind? We're going to show the film now.
No, of course not. What's the name of the film?
Flight into Danger, sir.
Asking for something to drink. 15:30.
Excuse me.
Yes, sir.
May I have an apple juice, please?
I'm sorry, sir. We haven't got any apple juice. Would you mind having orange juice?
No, not at all.
Landing at London. 1600 hours local time.
We are about to land at London Gatwick, where the time is 1600 hours exactly. It is raining in London, and there is quite a strong wind, but the temperature is 15 degrees Celsius. Will you please fasten your seatbelts and put out your cigarettes? Thank you.
Section 9. Section 9. Band 1.
Will passengers on flight IY742 please go to the departure lounge? Will passengers on flight IY742 please go to the departure lounge?
Band 2.
We are sorry to announce that flight IY742 to London has been delayed. Will all passengers please wait in the departure lounge? We are sorry to announce that flight IY742 to London has been delayed. Will all passengers please wait in the departure lounge?
Band 3.
Will all passengers please go to Gate 2, where flight IY742 is now boarding? Will all passengers please go to Gate 2, where flight IY742 is now boarding?
Band 4.
We will shortly be landing at London Gatwick. Will passengers please fasten their seatbelts? We will shortly be landing at London Gatwick. Will passengers please fasten their seatbelts?
Band 5.
We have now landed at London Gatwick. Will passengers please remain seated until the plane stops moving? And please make sure that you take all your belongings with you. Thank you for flying Yemenia. We have now landed at London Gatwick. Will passengers please remain seated until the plane stops moving? And please make sure that you take all your belongings with you. Thank you for flying Yemenia.
Section 10. Section 10. Paul Archer phones his family in England with some good news. His daughter Carol answers the telephone.
Six 921.
Hello, darling. Daddy here.
Dad! Lovely to hear you. How is everything?
Oh, fine. No problems. Listen, Carol, is Mummy there? I found a house.
Really? That's great. No, she isn't. She's gone shopping. Anyway, what's it like?
Well, it's big. It's got 3 bedrooms, a kitchen, and...
No, not like that. Take me on a tour.
Where shall I start?
At the front door, of course.
Well, you come in through the front door into a long hall, and immediately on your right is the living room.
Is it big?
Yes, quite big. Bigger than the one that you're in now.
Okay, go on.
Where was I? Oh, yes, the living room. There's an arch from the living room through to the dining room.
Oh, that's nice. So you can walk straight through.
Right. And the dining room has big glass doors which open onto a sort of veranda at the back.
A veranda? Great! We can sit out there and eat our meals.
Well, yes, but not in the summer. It's too hot. Anyway, what was I saying?
The living room is on your right as you come in through the front door. Then you can look through an arch into the dining room, which has big glass doors opening onto a veranda. Right?
Yes, exactly. Now, back in the hall. The kitchen is straight opposite the front door. It's very nice. Everything modern and up to date.
Oh, good. Mum will like that. She's always wanted a modern kitchen.
Yes. Well, then there's a sort of, passage leading off the hall on the left. The bathroom is at the end of the passage. And next to that, on the left again, is a nice big bedroom. It has 2 windows, and it looks out onto the front garden. I thought that you could have that room, and Martin can have the room next to it. What do you think?
Sounds fine. But what about you and Mum?
We'll have the room opposite yours. It's also next to the bathroom, but on the right, and it looks out onto the back garden.
My room and Martin's room, they both look out onto the front, right?
Yes, that's right. But of course, nothing is fixed yet.
Of course not. Are there any more rooms? What about upstairs?
It hasn't got an upstairs, dear. Everything is on one floor. It's a villa.
That's good. Those stairs to climb, Dad. Sounds great. But I think Mum's just come back from shopping. Shall I get her?
Yes, please. See you soon. Take care.
Bye, Dad. Mum, it's Dad on the phone. He's got a house.
Section 11. Section 11. Paul Archer is talking to his wife, Jill. He has described the new villa to her. Now Jill wants to know what is already in the house and what they will have to buy.
The house sounds fine, darling. Absolutely great. I'm so glad that we've got a place to move into. Oh, is there any furniture in the house?
Yes, some. Not a lot. We'll have to buy a number of...
Can we buy things there? Things that we need?
Yes, of course. We can get everything that we need here. That's not a problem.
Oh, good. That makes things easy. Now, what have we got? What's in the house at the moment?
I'm not sure that I can remember. Let me think.
Start with the kitchen. Is there a fridge, for example?
Yes, there's a large fridge. There's a cooker. Electric, I think. What else? Lots of shelves and cupboards.
Is there any kitchen equipment?
What? You mean pans and...
Pans, cutlery, plates, cups, that sort of thing.
No. Nothing like that. We'll have to buy all those.
Okay, that's fine. What about the dining room?
The dining room? Well, there's a dining table and chairs. That's it, I think. Nothing else. And there's not much in the living room either. Just a few armchairs. But they don't look very comfortable, so I think that we'll have to get new ones. And we'll have to get 1 or 2 sofas as well.
What about coffee tables, bookcases, things like that?
No, we'll have to buy them too.
Beds?
No problem. There are plenty of beds, all with new mattresses.
But no bedding?
No. We'll need sheets and blankets. We can buy those. Anything else?
No. It all sounds great. I'm really looking forward to coming. Oh, wait a minute. I forgot. What about curtains and carpets?
No curtains, no carpets.
Good. I'd rather choose my own. That's it then. Can't think of anything else.
Have you got the air tickets?
I'm collecting them this afternoon.
Good. Well, look, I must go. I'll ring again tomorrow. Love to the children, and take care.
You too. Bye.
Bye.
Section 12. Section 12. Shopping in Exeter.
Excuse me. Can you tell me where I can buy some sheets?
Yes, of course. In the bedding department on the first floor.
Thank you.
Excuse me, I'd like to know where the pharmacy is. It's on the ground floor.
Thank you very much.
Excuse me, can you tell me which department sells CD players?
Yes, you need radio and TV on the first floor.
Thanks.
Excuse me, do you know where I can buy a lampshade?
In the lighting department on the ground floor.
Thank you very much.
Section 13. Section 13. Band 1. A good neighbour. Fuad Hassan is one of the Archer family's neighbours. He comes to see if he can help them in any way.
Hello, I'm Fuad Hassan. I live in the next house.
Hello, Mr. Hassan. Nice to meet you. Please come in.
Thank you.
This is my wife, Jill. Jill, Mr. Hassan. He's our next-door neighbour.
How do you do?
How do you do? My son, Rashid, told me that you had just moved in. I came to see if I could help in any way.
That's very kind of you.
Oh, here's Martin. Martin, come and meet Mr. Hassan.
Hello.
Hello, Martin. Pleased to meet you. That reminds me, Mrs. Archer, my daughter Nadia would like to meet your daughter.
Carol. That's nice. I'll tell her.
Thank you. Now, is there anything that I can do for you?
Yes, there is. There are lots of things that we'd like to know.
Band 2.
I'd like to learn Arabic. Do you know where I can get lessons?
Arabic lessons? Yes, at the Art Center.
And can you tell me where it is?
Yes, it's just off Wadi Zaha Road.
Band 3.
I need something to read. Can you tell me which shop sells English books?
The Shaber bookshop is very good for English books, I believe.
Great! Do you know where it is?
Yes, it's in Al-Zubairi Road.
Band 4.
Our children enjoy sports. Do you know where they can go?
They can go to the sports club off As-Salam Road.
Oh, that's excellent. Do you know what facilities there are?
There's a swimming pool, and there are tennis and basketball courts.
Band 5.
We're also very interested in Arab culture. Is there a museum here?
Yes, there's a very good one, the National Museum.
Do you know when it's open?
Yes, from 7 o'clock to 1 o'clock. But it's closed on Fridays, Sundays, and public holidays.
And can you tell me where it is?
It's off Tahrir Square.
Section 14. Section 14. Band 1. Paul Archer asks the way to the sweet shop.
Excuse me?
Yes?
I wonder if you could help me. I'm trying to find the sweet shop.
Do you? The sweet shop. Easy. Listen, you go down this street and take the third on the left.
The third?
Yes. Now, when you get to the post office, turn right, and the sweet shop is on the right-hand side of the street.
Thank you very much.
Band 2. Paul asks the way to the supermarket.
Excuse me? Can you tell me how to get to the supermarket?
Certainly. Let's see now. You go straight on and take the first on the left. Turn left again immediately, and then take the first on the right.
Left, left, and right.
And the supermarket is down that street on the left-hand side, next to a takeaway.
Band 3. Paul asks the way to the jewellery shop.
Excuse me, can you tell me where the jewellery shop is? I'm looking for a bracelet and...
Jewellery shop. Jewellery shop. Oh, I know. It's not far. You go straight on along this street and take the the second on the left. Go down there and you'll see a bank on the right-hand side of the street. The jewellery shop is next to the bank opposite the mosque.
Thank you.
Band 4. Paul asks the way to the sports goods shop.
Excuse me, I'm trying to find the sports goods shop. Do you know where it is?
No problem. Go down this street and take the first on the left. Go down there, and when you get to the clock tower, turn right.
Right at the clock tower.
That's right. Now, the sports goods shop is on the corner opposite the restaurant.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Section 15. Section 15. Adil is showing Ahmed how to make falafel.
As I told you yesterday, Ahmed, I soaked these beans in water overnight, and now I'm crushing them in this, what's it called?
Mortar and pestle.
Mortar and pestle. Just a bit more. There. That's enough. Hand me the onions, will you, please? Here. Thanks. Now, you chop the onions finely, like this. And when you've done that, you mix all the ingredients together. The beans, the onions and the garlic, parsley, cumin, coriander, a bit of salt and pepper, and mix them all together like this. Do you want to do the next bit?
Sure.
Crush the mixture until it's a smooth paste. Like this. You can do it a little faster.
Hey, this is tiring.
You'll get used to it.
Is that enough?
Yes, that's fine.
Right. What next?
A cup of tea.
Tea? In falafel?
No. We have to leave the paste for half an hour. Just time to make some tea. Just leave it there, Ahmed. We'll come back in half an hour.
That was very refreshing. Now what?
Now we form this mixture into flat, round shapes with our hands. Like this.
Let me try.
Like this? A bit smaller, actually, Ahmed. About this size.
Right.
When you've done that, you fry them in hot oil, deep oil, for 3 or 4 minutes until they're golden brown.
Do you eat them cold?
Not really. They're best hot. You should serve them hot as a little snack between meals.
Section 16. Section 16. Band 1. Stuck in a rut. Paul is going to teach Martin how to drive. Rashid knows a quiet place where it is safe to start learning.
When you get to that tree, turn right. There's a track.
Later,
Can you teach me how to drive now, Dad? It's safe. There's nobody here.
All right. Put it into first gear and rev. Gently.
Gently! We're stuck. Now what are we going to do?
Band 2.
1. Dig the sand away from the driving wheels. 2. Put a mat or some palm leaves in front. 3. Put the car into first gear. 4. Rev gently. 5. Don't rev too fast or you will sink deeper. 6. Push.
Section 17. Section 17.
Band 1.
I rang yesterday, but you were out.
Yes, I was at the museum.
Was it interesting?
Yes. I like the exhibition of jewelry.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
You should. You'll enjoy it.
I'll go sometime next week.
Look at the old photographs, too.
Thanks, I will.
Band 2.
I rang yesterday, but you were out.
Yes. I was looking for a TV.
Did you get one?
No. I couldn't find the right one.
Oh, dear. Can I help?
Maybe. Do you know where there's a good TV shop?
Yes. There's one near the Central Market.
Thanks. I'll go there this afternoon.
I hope that you find what you're looking for.
Section 18. Section 18. Hussein. Diving for treasure.
The first dive. I asked Mansour about the treasure. He smiled and said nothing. Mansour is the best diver in the area. He knows these waters like the back of his hand. He has studied the old maps, and he told me that he could show me the old trading routes. We left port and sailed east for 20 kilometers. The boat stopped, and one of the crew dropped anchor. We dived into the sea. The cold, dark water was welcome after the hot, bright sun. At 15 meters, it was difficult to see. There had been a storm the day before, and the water was very sandy. I looked at Mansour. He shook his head. I agreed with him, and we swam back up to the ship. The result of the first dive, nothing. The second dive. We dived early in the morning. The water was clear, and I did not need my torch. There were hundreds of fish of all shapes and sizes, but we were here for another reason. We had been underwater for about a quarter of an hour when I saw it. The wreck of an old wooden ship, half buried in sand and mud. Old jars and other pieces of pottery were lying around on the bottom of the sea. The sail, of course, had gone, but the mast was still standing. It was difficult to believe that the boat had sunk 2,000 years before. I wanted to dive down. Mansour grabbed my arm and pointed at two dark shapes 20 meters away. Sharks! We had to surface quickly. The result of the second dive? We have found the ship, but does it hold any treasure?
Section 19. Section 19.
The sea looks a bit rough today, Captain.
Yes, it does, doesn't it? I think a wind is blowing up, Rashid. Well, 5 minutes more and we'll...
Hey, Captain, look! Quick, over there. I think there's something in the water.
Where? I can't see anything.
Almost straight ahead. About 2 kilometers, yes.
I can see it now.
It looks like...
Yes, definitely. We've got somebody in trouble. Here we go.
How many people can you see, Rashid?
One. He's alone, but he's sinking. We've got to get to him quickly.
We're going down. Get out that life belt.
Look out, Captain. We're nearly in the water. If we go any closer...
Go on. I can hold it here. Grab him.
I've got him, Captain.
Right. Let's get out of here.
Well, here we are. We had a terrible flight, but I've forgotten it now. We're staying at a beautiful little hotel. It's called La Vista, and it's near the beach. Our room is very small, but then you can't have everything, can you? The food is delicious, and I can get a lovely cup of tea. And the people in the hotel are ever so nice, very friendly, just like at home. We've visited lots of interesting places, and we're having a lovely time. I can't wait to come back next year. I hope that you and your family are well. Love, Betty.
Band 2. Dear Fred, well, we finally arrived after a horrible flight. It was terrible. I thought that I was going to die. We're staying at a horrible little hotel. It's called La Vista, and it's about 3 kilometers from the beach. Our room is nothing to write home about. It's much too small for the wife and me, and it's above an all-night restaurant. Which reminds me, the food here is awful. I haven't had a good cheese sandwich for a week. And the people, they never stop talking. Boring, boring, boring. And on top of that, we visited hundreds of boring castles. I can't wait to get home. I hope that you're looking after my pigeons. Cheers, Bill.
Section 21. Section 21.
Let's go out this afternoon.
Must we? I'd rather stay in and watch TV.
Oh. I wanted to see that exhibition of paintings by local artists.
Well, you can. Ask your sister if she wants to go. It's ladies' afternoon, isn't it?
Oh, yes, so it is. No, I don't think I'll bother. All right, then. What's on TV?
There's a program about poets at 6. Should be good.
No, thank you. That doesn't interest me. Not one bit.
Oh. Well, there's something interesting later. It's called There's Only One Earth.
What's it about?
It's about animals. Animals in danger.
Oh, no. I don't like programs like that. They make me sad. I'd rather watch something cheerful. Something that'll make me laugh.
Well, there's Mahaba at 8 o'clock. Oh, no, wait a minute. You like answering questions, don't you?
Answering questions? What do you mean, answering questions?
Oh, you know, questions on history, geography, who did what, when, that sort of thing.
I see. Yes, I like answering questions.
Good. Now I know which program you'll want to watch.
Section 22. Section 22.
Conversation 1, Band 1.
I went to the zoo yesterday.
Oh, did you enjoy it?
No, I didn't.
Why not?
I don't enjoy looking at animals in cages.
Why not? They're happy in the zoo.
No, they're not. They're happier in the wild.
Band 2.
I went to the zoo yesterday.
I never go to the zoo.
Why not?
I don't want to see animals in cages.
There's nothing wrong with animals in cages.
I disagree. Wildlife should live in the wild.
Well, I believe that animals are happier in a zoo.
Conversation 2. Band 1.
I see that there are lots more tourists this year. Yes, and in my opinion, they should all stay at home.
Stay at home? Why?
Well, for one thing, they can't speak our language.
But they don't have to speak it.
Anyway, travel is a waste of time.
I disagree. Travel teaches us a lot.
Not if you can't speak the language.
Band 2. I see that there are lots more tourists this year.
Oh, that's good news.
In what way is it good?
They bring money into the country.
But we can get money in other ways.
It's not just money.
So what else is it then?
We can learn a lot from each other.
Section 23. Section 23.
A reporter spoke to passers-by in the streets of London. This is what he said. Young people today are lazy and selfish. They don't care about anybody except themselves. What do you think? First passer-by.
What? Lazy and selfish? It's not true. I'm not lazy. My friends aren't lazy. We want to work, but we can't get jobs. I've answered 89 advertisements for jobs, and I still haven't got one. The truth is that the older generation don't care about us. That's my opinion. Take it or leave it.
Second passer-by.
Yes, I agree with you totally. Young people are lazy and selfish. There are plenty of jobs if they want them. The truth is, they don't want to work. They just want to have a good time.
Third passer-by.
Oh, no, I don't agree. You're wrong. I know a lot of young people, and they are all kind and very helpful. Some young people come to my house and help me all the time. They do my shopping and work in my garden. In my opinion, young people are wonderful.
Fourth passer-by.
There isn't an easy answer to that. All young people are not the same. Some are lazy and some are not. Some don't care about anything and some care a lot. It's the same with middle-aged people and older people.
Section 24. Section 24. A saying. Success at last.
The third dive. The sharks moved slowly round the boat in big circles. We sat and waited. I looked at Mansour. He was looking anxiously at the sky. Shamal, he said. Not another one, I thought. But he was right. The sky darkened until it was almost black. The sea now looked grey and dangerous, and our boat began to bob up and down on the water. Then the wind hit us. The next 14 hours were the longest hours of my life. The wind howled around us. We could not hear each other, even when we shouted. Huge mountains of water crashed heavily down on the boat. It began to fill up, so we grabbed anything that would hold water. We bailed for our lives hour after hour. At about 2 in the morning, the wind began to drop. Cold and wet, we slept. The sun felt warm on my face. I opened my eyes sleepily. Mansour was making coffee. The sea was quiet. The waves had gone. The sharks had gone too. I asked Mansour when we could dive. He said that we would have to wait for 7 or 8 hours. He was right again. We dived early in the afternoon. The water was still a little sandy, but we could see where we were going. As we swam up to the wreck, I could see that things had changed. Now I could see the whole ship. It was no longer half buried in sand and mud. Mansour pointed to the middle of the old ship. We swam down and into a treasure room. The colors had not changed in 2,000 years. Beautiful gold and silver jewelry with red, green and blue stones lay everywhere. There were beautifully painted jars as well, some broken, but others still whole. The result of the third dive? We have found the treasure.
Section 25. Section 25. An invitation. At the reception.
Ahmed, thank you very much for coming.
Thank you for inviting me.
And thank you very much for your present.
I'm glad you like it. It was made in Sana'a a long time ago. It's a censer for burning incense in.
I've never seen one like it.
It's very beautiful.
Oh, sorry. You haven't met my husband. Ahmed, this is Peter. Peter, Ahmed.
How do you do? How do you do? I've heard a lot about you.
He's known me since I was 11. That's 12 years, a long time.
Jill, Peter, congratulations and best wishes for the future. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ahmed. Thank you.